guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I cook coconut rice. Yeah, on this chopping board I have some of my ingredients. Please, before I start, could you please subscribe, share, like? So here is garlic, ginger, spring onions, red onion, yellow habanero pepper. Then over here I have my spices: curry, multi-purpose spices, nutmeg, fried rice spice. I got this from the African store and it's just written fried rice spice on it. The last of my basil, salt, crushed bouillon. I wanted to say Maggie, it's knorr, and thyme. Yeah, so I already washed my rice. Okay, this is coconut milk, olive oil. I have another bottle, but we'll start off with this one. So this is the pot I'm going to cook with, and that's the skillet I'm going to fry the mixed vegetables in. So I start off by pouring my oil. I'm going to make 2.5 yogurt cups of rice. It's in the sink already. I just washed it. You know how you wash American rice? You wash off the milky substance, and I let it sit in water a little bit so it kind of, sucks up the water. Now I'm putting all the sliced ingredients. I put half of everything I showed you. Half of it will be used to make the rice, while half will be used to stir fry the mixed vegetable in the skillet. However, the skillet, the reason it looks the way it does is that I used it to make myself shrimp stir fry. So that was what I ate before I started cooking. Now I'm putting the spices in. So this is the last of my basil. It goes in. And fried rice spice. I don't know what they mixed in it. They have stew, like jollof rice spice and fried rice spice. I've had it for a while now, so I just wanted to exhaust it. This one is all spice, like a combo of a bunch of spices. I haven't even read what they are, but I discovered I picked that container when I wanted to pick 2 containers of the nutmeg. On getting home, I discovered that one was nutmeg and the other was this. Actually, initially I wanted to make fried rice. Yeah, then I found out that I had that coconut milk and I needed to use it. It's been sitting there. I don't want it to expire on me. So usually if it was fried rice, I would just, fry up the spices and the ingredients, and then fry my rice a little bit in the oil first before I add any liquid. But this time around I added the coconut milk first before I put the rice. So that was how I couldn't put fried in the name anymore. In goes the coconut milk. And then I give it a good stir and let it heat up a little bit. And then I start to dump the rice. You know, the thing about African or Niger cooking is that we don't usually cook with measurements. Yeah, we just eyeball everything. So don't be angry with me that I did not say 1 spoon of that or 1 cup of that. Just look at it and kind of have an idea of what it is like. So, you know, the regular yogurt cup, the one that I've used before to cook, and my other cookings, like when I made beans, yeah, that's the same cup that I used to measure my rice. So that's the quantity. I had to make a big batch because my teenagers, I have big eaters in the house. If I make very little food, that means I'll be cooking every day. And actually, today I already made beans. I'm making this rice for those that will pack lunch for tomorrow. That way, I don't have to worry about whatever they need for lunch. They will just have to put this rice, pack this rice for lunch. And then if anybody wants to eat it today for dinner, they could still eat it. Yeah, I'll be going out today, so I'm just rushing this so that, I get done before it's time for me to leave. Yep. So, I know, this is my winging method of cooking. I don't have like a traditional set way of cooking because I believe that there's just no hard and fast rule of cooking. I kind of got this idea from another YouTuber called Longer Throat Kitchen. Actually, she uses this method to make her fried rice. She first of all fries the rice with the ingredients. Okay, right now I just dumped the stock. So why is the stock looking that way? This is the stock I remained when I made stew. So I just poured some of it into the stew pot and used it to clean out the remnant stew in the pot and poured it back into the Tupperware. So that's why it kind of has that color. So it's the stew. I didn't want my food to get wasted. If you can see, this is the second control or containing of waste that I have done. The first was with my skillet that I used to fry my shrimp, stir fry with mixed vegetables. I did not bother to wash it. I just let it sit since I'm still going to stir fry some mixed vegetable for this rice. And then the second one is when I used some of the broth to clean out a stew pot. So I poured everything into this pot right now. I'm covering it so that it can contain the heat and the rice can, parboil so that it's soft. Yep. And then you add water to it according to, how much water you need. So, this is a salad master pot and it contains heat. Like the water there is not going to evaporate fast, like how when you use the conventional pot. Oh, I'm so sorry. Look at what I just did. I made a mess, but that's fine. I didn't want to lose my rice either. The rice and the colander. So, yep. So, So, how are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing great. Let me say the truth right now. I have fallen off of my keto bandwagon for some time now, and it sucks. It's not like it's every day, but once in a while. Like this rice right now, I must confess that I had some of it when I was scooping some for my kids. I just got some and tasted it. Yep, that's how bad. Well, like I told you guys, I'm not allergic to carbs. All I'm just doing is trying to get it down. Okay, right now, this my stove. What happened was that I didn't know that the pot that I used to cook the beans had a little hole. So I think water got into my stove. So sorry I turned off my camera when I tried to clean out the water in the other burner. I know you saw me when I was trying to lift it. Yeah, the pot that I used to cook the beans had a little hole in it. So it was dripping water into the burner. So I tried to clean it. It still did not turn on. So I'm just going to let it sit and dry out by itself. Yeah, so I'm stir frying the mixed vegetable with half of the ingredients that I kept behind. Remember when I started making the rice, I cut all the ingredients on the chopping board into two. I shared them into two and used one part. So the remaining part I put in this skillet with oil, some oil. Yeah, this is the rice right now. I added some more water. I needed it to be softer than it already was. So I'm just going to leave the pot open and let it dry out, because if I cover it, it's not going to dry out fast. Yeah. Now I'm putting the spices, like I put the same spices in the rice. I'm putting some of them here too. However, when you're making this coconut oil with this quantity of rice that I'm making, I would probably use 2 cans of coconut milk. Yes, I would use 2 cans. This 1 can was not really, the taste was not really coming out as much as I wanted or I expected. Also, watch me, there's one bad habit. You see how I hate my spoon? I do that a lot, and my husband keeps, yabbing me about it. Yeah, sometimes I realize it. I hit my spoon on the pot or on the skillet whenever I want to clean it. It's just a habit, and that noise, you know, you know what I mean, right? Yeah, so I try to, it's not like I don't want to stop it, it's just something I do unconsciously. I only realize I have done it after I had finished heating the pot. Now when the water in the rice dries out, I'm going to turn this mixed vegetable into the pot. Also, I have somewhere I have to go to right after cooking. This food is supposed to be for the kids, to use and pack their lunch tomorrow. And for those that actually want to eat it for dinner, yeah, I already made beans, and this is rice. I cook this way so that I can have a long break before I get to cook again. There's nothing as nice as coming home to nice hot meal. The kids really appreciate it, especially the ones in college and high school. Yeah, they come home tired and they just see something to eat, and it's not like when they come home we start to cook. Yeah, so they come home They just warm something up and eat some, nice food. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna cover it for a little bit and just stir. Yeah, I didn't show that part because I had to leave. So this is what the rice looks like when I put it in a Tupperware. We've come to the end of this video. Thanks for watching. I'm still Chi Chukai Perry.